Okay, just a few words on this year's Nobel Peace Prize winners. Um, the Nobel Peace Prize is the most sort of, let's say, focused on of the Nobel laureates. There is prizes for, I believe it's chemistry, physics, and there's one more, I think it's biology, but I might be wrong about that. But the Peace Prize, I think, gets more attention because people relate to humanitarian social issues, I think, more than they do to scientific issues. And that's not to take away from the other Nobel laureates. I'm sure they've made big achievements as well. But it is, I think, fair to say that the Peace Prize is the one that is most sort of talked about. So this year's winners were Malala Yousafzai and Kailash Satyarthi. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I always say that as a disclaimer to non-English names because might be pronounced wrong. I think it's a very good decision by the Nobel Committee. I think both recipients thoroughly deserve their prize. Malala is probably more famous of the two, so I won't give a huge introduction to her because she's already world famous, but basically, if you don't know, she's a 17-year-old Pakistani girl who now lives in Birmingham in the UK. So in a sense, it's an honour for Britain as well, because this is a country that she's adopted. That she has, she lives in Birmingham now, and she got attention a few years ago after being shot by the Taliban for going to school, because their medieval mindset dictates that girls shouldn't be educated. But instead of sort of being a victim and hiding in fear, this brave young woman has stood up and energetically advocated girls' and women's rights, especially in the field of education. So she really is an inspiration for Pakistani women, and Pakistan generally. I know her father's very proud of her. Prime Minister Sharif has said she's the pride of Pakistan. Unfortunately, within Pakistan, opinions are actually quite divided. You would think that the country would be completely behind her and support what she's doing and the fact that she's doing something progressive, but there's quite a lot of Pakistanis, unfortunately, see it as some sort of Western conspiracy that she's a puppet, and it's very unfortunate that they have that mentality. Maybe it's because she has stood up to do what a lot of Pakistani men won't do. I'm saying a lot, I'm not saying everyone. So she's an incredibly brave young woman, and I think she's going to have a very bright future ahead. A lot of potential. She hasn't chosen an easy life, but she has a lot of support, and she is actually, it's historic because she's the youngest ever recipient as well. So Malala is truly inspirational. The other recipient, again, a very inspirational person. He's considerably older, he's 60 years old. He's an Indian, and he's a children's rights activist, Kailash Satyarthi. He founded the Bachchan Bachao Andolan, which translates as Save the Childhood movement, in 1980, and has acted to protect the rights of 80,000 children. This is a very, very important endeavour, especially in India, where child labour is a huge problem. This is a man who's devoted his life to trying to do something that's right. And again, just as Malala is an inspiration for Pakistan, Mr. Satyarthi should be an inspiration for India. Of course, I don't think it's a coincidence that one recipient's Indian and one is Pakistani at a time when we're seeing yet more bloody clashes in Kashmir. So I think that is a poignant statement in itself. But not much more to say really. Congratulations to both laureates. I believe they thoroughly deserve it. The work should be recognised, and it's a good decision. So let me know your thoughts, and congratulations to Malala Yousafzai and Mr. Kailash Satyarthi.